Hey team, thank y'all so much for hopping on for this call. I'm so excited about tonight. We have a corporate business coach, Dyllan Wilde. He's so graciously agreed to share some time with us, and he's going to be answering some questions, giving us some tips and some encouragement. So I'm just going to go ahead and let Dyllan take it away. Dyllan, thank you so much for doing this call for us tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you everybody for jumping on. I know, this is definitely a hard time for everybody to get on. So for the few that was able to come on with us, makes it a little bit more quaint for us, right? If we have any questions after I'm done answering these ones, feel free to unmute yourself, ask away. And then for everybody that's watching the recording, find me on Facebook. I always joke around. I'm always the coaches actually make fun of me because I'm the only one that looks like I have like a prom photo where I have my jacket like hanging over. It's super goofy. Find me on Facebook. Message me any question you guys might have, because the whole point of this call is to ask some heavy hitting questions that I think everybody has on their mind at one point in this business, right? So Lisa sent them on over before this call, and I had a little bit of time to actually think about them. Some of them, I'm going to be very direct with you guys about it, and this is just because I love this team so much. Lisa knows that. I mean, we get to connect multiple times throughout the month, and I feel like we have a great relationship to actually, I can tell her what's on my mind and the right ways to work this business and things that we need to change up, right? That's the same way I'm going to be with you guys, because you guys are part of her team. You guys are an extension of not only her success, but everybody else's success, right? So the very first question that she sent over is, how do you minimize rejection? And then in quotations, how to make the offer irresistible, right? And I had to smile at that a little bit. Okay, I'll be honest with you, and I'll tell you why. Now, there is not I guess, a golden message that anybody can send to get a yes every single time, right? I know that getting rejected, it's definitely not something fun, and it definitely can get you guys burnt out sometimes when you get so many no's, right? But honestly, it makes that yes so much sweeter at the end of the day too, right? So instead of thinking, how do I minimize the amount of no's I get, let's think of how many people can I actually reach out to, right? More call outs, more relationships actually being built on a month to month. You guys are really, you're going to get no's. That's just the way it works. Not everybody's going to say yes, but you guys have the power to reach out to many more people to hopefully get the percentage of those no's to actually switch over to that yes, right? And how to make the offer irresistible. I think the biggest thing that comes to my mind is being confident in what you have to offer, right? I couldn't come on this call and start telling you these questions if I was timid about them, right? If I said, okay, how do you minimize rejection? Well, I mean, I guess you can do this or this or this, you can try it this way. Like, you guys are going to be like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know why he's jumping on. Lisa, are you wasting our time, right? Be confident in what you have, because you guys have amazing products to offer, and you have a business opportunity that can change everybody's life, even by adding an extra $150 to even $500 extra a month. That's what this company is about, is making these small changes in people's lives for that ultimate goal of that financial freedom, or that time freedom that we all want, right? So be confident in what you have to offer. If you believe in these products, come off, to this person like, you know what, this has changed my life. It's an A, B, and C. Sell your story. Tell stories, right? Really, storytelling is one of the best ways to sell somebody on what you're selling, I guess, to show people what you're selling, right? So I would say be confident and reach out to a lot more people. You're going to get no's, but brush them off. The people that say no, they're just not ready for us at that time. Alrighty. And again, that's not anything you haven't heard before. Right. The next question: how to maximize retention? Love this question, because this is what, Lisa, I mean, you talk about all the time, right? How to keep people interested and how to keep them invested into this business. One of the biggest things, and again, I'm going to sound like a broken record, develop these people. enrolling is awesome, right? Definitely that's how you spread the word. But if all you're doing is enrolling and then moving on to the next person, you're going to go nowhere. And I know that sounds a little blunt, but again, I told you guys I'm going to be straightforward with you. The biggest way to keep people invested and interested is to get money into their hands, right? To have them see the results for themselves. Really, what we talk about is it takes 30 days at least to see results with the products and to gain trust in it a little bit more, in that belief, right? The next 60 days are focused mainly for developing that person to silver, even if they are product focused or business focused, right? No matter who the person is, if they're an ambassador, if you put them in that category, your goal needs to be silver development. That's what needs to be in the back of your head with this person. Okay. The only way that you're gonna be going anywhere, that's the only way you can get that retention to where you want it, right? Also, smart add-ons. Like I said, if you put them as an ambassador, you better know why you put them as an ambassador. If it was just pricing, I understand we want to help people out, right? But also, you can be selfish at times and think, okay, how is this person going to help me out, right? Something my mom taught me when I was very young, because I'm the type of person, I'm the type of friend that I will do anything for anybody. As long as, if I love somebody and I care for them, I will put my life online for them, right? But also what she told me is relationships can't be one-sided, right? So if you're putting all this time into this individual, trying to get them remotivated and try to get them to work, right? You give them all the tools, but at the end of the day, you're doing all their reach outs for them, you're doing all their follow-ups. That's a one-sided relationship. That's you wanting it more for them than they want it, right? The easiest thing we can do, don't bring up the price of the products right off the bat, right? Create the relationship with them, understand what the why is of why they would say yes in the first place. Is it product focused? Is it maybe that they can only afford the pricing of an ambassador? That gives me a red flag right there of why I should be presenting the opportunity more to that individual right there, right? Just be specific as to where you place these individuals, right? Also, with retention and with that silver development, actually bringing up the opportunity of this business more and more, right? What we have noticed, at least what I've noticed, and I know some of my other coaches on the Eastern region, we've seen that for some reason over the past, I would just say 2018, over the past 9 months so far, we've seen a change within the field, not as a whole, but with some areas, is that we're almost afraid to present the opportunity now, right? We have amazing products, so that's easier to push out, especially when you have all these testimonials. But guess what? Again, you need to have the mindset, or you don't need to, but I would have the mindset of how can I get, $300 to $500 in this person's pocket right now to help them out. I mean, that could be a car payment, that could be groceries for their family, right? That could be a phone bill or even electricity just to keep on for that extra month, right? These small little changes are really where we want to focus with these individuals. So be confident and let them know, like, hey, you know what, these products are awesome, right? But I have an even better opportunity to go along with it. I know you might be tight this month, right? Even ordering a welcome pack might seem a little out of reach for them. I will teach you how to get a return investment, right? I will teach you how to get that $175 that I know you can get within the first month. Be confident in what you say, give them right tools, and they can hit their goals, right? Just really develop these people, not into leaders, but the start of that leadership is silver development. And we have an awesome thing called Super Silver right now going on too, to give them a little extra boost, right? So biggest way to help retention, develop people. And again, stay consistent with your reach outs. Make the time you sacrificed over the past few months worth it by not losing touch with these people. Don't let your business turn into a revolving door. I think that's the biggest message I can give you. What do you do when you get stuck? And again, I love this question because it has to do with everything we just spoke about. Create new leaders, right? Lisa, you can, I'm sure you can say this too, or you believe in this. The team that got you to this point in your business is not going to get you to that next rank, right? We hear that all the time. That's why we need to stay consistent with our activity, stay consistent with your IPAs, creating these relationships, developing these silver ambassadors, right? It sucks when we get stuck in this business, but I mean, you're going to have people leave. You're going to have people come and go. That's just the name of the game, right? Biggest thing that you have control over in your personal business is how much time you put into it, how many people you reach out to, right? And that's actually going to be one of the questions. I think it's about time management or way you structure your schedule, and I'll get into that a little bit more. When you're stuck, go out and do work, create relationships, get people interested, use everything that we already spoke about being confident, starting with the business, right? Sometimes finishing with the products. It's not a problem with that. Reach out to a lot more people. It's the only way to grow, right? Let me see. Sorry, I sound so congested. I hear myself talking. I'm like, ugh. Let's see. How to get people to order consistently. Okay, yeah. So how to get people to order consistently. Smart add-ons, right there. But also, I would say set a criteria of what an ambassador is to you, right? Have specific requirements while you're talking to these people that they have to hit for me to understand, oh, snap, that light bulb just went off. This person is definitely going to be an ambassador. The biggest thing I hear in my position also is to what type of company we were and what requirements we had over the past few years, right? Lisa, you were here also when we had the subscriptions that were mandatory, right? Why does that message have to change? That's my biggest question to you. Yes, it's not a requirement for the company, but for me to give you, Lisa, better prices on these products, you have to commit with me, right? You have to have that subscription order set, 400 PV. Luckily, we have the 60-day money-back guarantee, right? That if you don't like it, that's cool. I'll give you your products, but I guarantee you stay consistent on these products for at least 30 days, you're going to see it, right? I always say treat every connection with a potential as an interview, right? Because this is a business, right? It's a little bit different where, again, I'm jealous of you guys because I would love to wear pajamas all day and be at home, right? Play with my puppies all day long. But it's the same thing, you guys being out there and me being here. I have to wear a suit though. I don't mind because, I look pretty good, just saying, right? But it's exactly the same. Like if I was Alec and Tarl, I'm not just going to find any Joe Schmo off the street and put him as the VP of sales, right? I would never do that because I don't know what their history has been. I haven't asked them those specific questions that I need to know. Are you right for this job? Because that's what it is, right? It's a job within your organization. It's a spot that you guys will see something hopefully successful come out of it, right? 5 extra points, hopefully. I'm not saying they need to have a network marketing background. They don't need to know sales because, I don't even know if I should tell you this, but before this company, I knew nothing about sales. I knew what 20% of everything was because I was a server, right? That's pretty much all I knew at that point. But I've been here for just over 4 years now, and I was able to learn just like I'm sure a lot of you are in that same boat, right? Even some of the top diamonds, they don't have a sales background. They didn't know, how to read a compensation plan or anything like that. You learn it over time, right? So really what I look out for is somebody that can commit, and it's going to sound a little weird, but ask them, did you play sports in high school? Right? Because that shows me at least that this person came in every single week. They put the grind in, right? They went to practice every single week, hopefully. They try to improve on themselves every single time they hit the field or the court or whatever they played, right? And they didn't want to come in second because I don't know one person that would ever come to a game and be like, oh man, I can't wait to lose today, right? No, they are competitive. They are hungry, right? You just need to find the right area that they're hungry for. And you need to make that their focus. Again, that's bringing back in their why. And I'm not saying my why of me wanting to be Celeste Gwynn, being up at the top of the company type of why, but why would they say yes to me? Products or the business, right? And again, in the back of our mind, every person we sign up as an ambassador, silver development, 90 days, that's going to be right back here with every single person. You just need to find the right way to guide them to that point, right? So hopefully I don't know if that really answers the whole consistently, hopefully a little bit at least. Okay, cool. It's always like a hard one to like really hit on. Again, I mean, I feel like all these questions, they mirror each other in the best way possible. You just add a little bit more onto them, right? How to motivate your teams when things get slow. I mean, go back to their whys. Why did you join this business? What made you say yes in the first place? And also understanding that, I mean, if this business was always a go, 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 we would all be diamonds, right? We're gonna have times that we struggle, and that's just me being straightforward. There's always gonna be struggles within this business, but again, that makes it sweeter when you do end up getting that emerald or sapphire or diamond paycheck. I mean, honestly, even ruby and senior rubies, right? That's still a great paycheck. That's something. And guys, think about this. You have a team on your back that actually love and care about you, right? So at the end of the day, you know what? Your business might be a little bit slower, but you have a good chunk of people that are in the same position with you and also are willing to talk about it and are willing to put the time in to really pick each other up and push on, right? When in doubt, what I would say is get together. I know with this business, with this company, it's a little bit harder for everybody to meet up, right? Because you could have a team out in Florida, and then you're living all the way out in Washington, right? Zoom calls. I know this is going to sound dumb, but like, have like a giant, this just sounds so stupid, I'm saying it, like a giant like pajama party where you guys are just talking, over Zoom, right? Getting together, just like creating that awesome team culture that you guys pride yourself off of. That's how you pick each other up, right? That's one of the best things you can do, and just understand that corporate is here. We have your back. We know when times are slow, right? Why do you think we do all these incentives? I think the biggest thing, especially this year, we have catered these incentives to new growth, into new development, right? We're getting you guys in the right type of mindset when it does come to slower. What can be the biggest areas that you guys personally can see something positive come out of, right? We have your back. We're not just like sitting over here, rubbing our hands together thinking, oh, we're getting so much money, because when you guys struggle, we struggle, right? 50% of what we make comes out to you guys. Our company is in a great position though, and I really want you guys to understand that. We are doing amazing stuff that you guys have no idea about, that we are going to hopefully get you guys excited about. Lisa knows I have way too many secrets for myself, and I would tell you, but I love my job way too much, right? And that means I couldn't connect with you if I told you all the fun stuff. So just look on for the future. Know that we have a lot of great stuff planned. Alrighty. Let me see. A good way to schedule and structure your time to be the most effective and efficient. Well, of course, that's time management, right? I would say know how much time you can put in on a weekly basis. All right. One of the biggest things about this company is you don't have to put 40 hours in, right? If you did put 40 hours in, you're in my position, right? You're working at 9 to 5. We don't want you to be like that at all, right? What's the point of talking about time freedom and financial freedom if you can't even enjoy it, right? I'm not saying that you guys will have to put the time in, because this isn't an overnight business. Again, if it was, we'd all be diamonds, right? I wish that for all of you. We will get there. It just takes a little bit longer for certain people, right? Figure out how many hours you can put aside every single week. All right. Now, once you get that time, even if you get 4 hours, right, throughout the week, know what you're doing when you sit in front of your computer. Right. You're not going to go in and start scrolling through Facebook. I say this one all the time because we're all guilty of it at some point. Of we go onto Facebook, we're really focusing. We're going to go through and answer our messages, and we start scrolling. Right. Scroll, and then we see a funny cat video, or we see something that just grabs our interest right there, and we lose focus. We're all guilty of it, even myself, and that because my manager is right there. But I do it anyways. Right? Know what you're going to be doing when you sit down in front of your computer. 80% on your own personal business, 20% on the rest. So what does that mean? It means IPAs, doing your reach outs, follow-ups, right? Developing these brand new people over the past 90 days, right? That's what I would do right when you sit down. And if you run out of time, that's fine. Guess what? I'm going to pick up where I left off tomorrow. I'm going to keep going down that list until I hit all of it. Also, power hours, I feel like, are very underutilized. Power hours are one of the best things you can do. Even if you get 2 people on it, I don't care. You guys are committing a whole hour to your business, even if it's 45 minutes, do it. Put the time aside for yourself. That's what matters. Alrighty? But again, there's a difference between busy work and effective work. Know what you're doing, right? Look back on it. If you're seeing that you're spending more time on the people in your organization that aren't producing results, you got to switch it up and up, y'all. Connect with Lisa. I guarantee she will show you the way. She'll give you some great tips. I'm not saying I know everything, but I feel like we're a great team together, us as a whole team, right? I feel like we've narrowed down a little bit more on what some good work looks like. So if you guys have an issue with that, get together with her. Alrighty? Last one. And again, I get a smile on my face when I hear this one, is how to motivate the unmotivated. When I told my other coach what my answer was, he giggled at this too. And you know what I say? This is a little ruthless. Replace them. Right? Not saying that we're replacing them as a friend, but again, go back to what I said about having that one-sided relationship. You cannot want this for people. You cannot. You can still be best friends with them all day long, but when it comes to business, they're not in your top 20% anymore. What I would say, give them a goal, right? Basic training. Go out, sign 3 ambassadors. Once you're done with that goal, get back to me. Leave it in their hands, though. Let them show you that they want this. You have all the tools right in front of you, right? I think the biggest and the hardest thing about this business is actually making an effort to go out and create relationships. That's the hardest thing about it. Everything else, the basic makeup of every single rank and the tools that you have, that's in front of you, right? The hardest thing, though, is going out and creating relationships. If they're not willing to do it, you're not going to do it for them, right? So again, how to motivate the unmotivated? You don't motivate them. Because I'm sure you guys have tried about 50 to 60 times, and I'm sure that probably wasn't the answer you guys expected. But really, you need to pay attention to your top 20%. The top 20% are your ambassadors that are willing to go out and do something, right? They're willing to do their IPAs every single day. They're enrolling every single month. They're developing people. They're connecting with you, right? Those are people I want in my top 20. And if they're not, they're not showing that they want this bad enough, that's not my fault because I've shown you the way. I've given you the tools, right? You said yes to me at one point. What's changed? Not me. My drive is still here. I want to be a diamond, right? Something within yourself. And I'm willing to put the time in, but you got to commit again, right? Give them a goal. Once they achieve the goal, give me a call back and we'll start back. We'll go back to square one with it if if that has to happen. I've seen lots of people that have to go back to square one sometimes. Not a problem. You're going to come back even stronger. I guarantee it, right? Um, and I think, was that all? Did I miss any, Lisa? Good. So I know we only got a few people on here. Michelle or Elaine, do you guys have any questions that you wanna ask at all? I like putting you guys on the spot. It's fun. Nobody ever says yes though, so it's all right. Like I said, if not, find me on Facebook, ask me some questions, or I mean, if we want to do this again, Lisa, we can always do this. I love getting in front of you guys. I love talking to you. If I hope you understand how much I do love this team and how much I care about this team. My manager Jesse says it perfect, just to give you guys an understanding of how much I love my job. I don't get bonuses off of your guys' ranks. If Lisa, you hit diamond, I don't get anything extra, right? We've created a great relationship, a work relationship, right? A friendship. I've gotten to know you. I've gotten to know your husband, who's awesome, right? I know your family now. I want this for you, and I'm willing to put the time in, right? That's how much I do love my job. And also getting away from a hormonal girlfriend for a little bit. That's not too bad either, right? Don't tell her I said that.
You're
Don't
going
tell
to
her
get
I
in
said
trouble
that.
for that one.
No, she can't watch these videos. I tell her she can't watch them. Just kidding. But you guys, with these questions, I will be direct with you. But again, this is coming from a place of actually caring about what you do in your business, and I don't want you guys to get stuck in a bad routine. So hopefully this helped you out a little bit. I love the questions. Send more over my way. I would love to do this again. That'd be awesome.
Thank you so much, Dyllan.
Of
Really
course.
appreciate this. I know that a lot of people are going to have to watch the replay of this, so I'm thankful that you were willing to do this recording for us. So thank you so much.
Of course. Of
True.
course.
You are very dedicated. I really appreciate the time that you put not only to me, but I know even my sidelines and some people on my team as well. So I appreciate everything you do. And you're very
Of course.
in it. You're very positive, and so we're so thankful. This means a lot.
Of course.
It really does.
Of course. Well, you guys are an awesome team. We have lots of great stuff coming. I'm telling y'all, lots of good stuff to look forward to this year. So keep an eye out. Me and Lisa will be getting together, game planning a little bit more. So again, thank you for letting me talk to you all for a little bit, and I will just talk to you guys later.